Gale's Inlet was first settled in the early 1700s by a small group of colonists seeking to escape the growing pressures of larger port towns. The settlement sat at the most recessed point of the northern inlet of the eastern side of the peninsula, perfectly hidden from passing ships on the open ocean. This isolation made it an ideal stop for those who preferred to operate outside the watchful eye of the colonial navy, including pirates, smugglers, and privateers. Throughout the late 1700s and early 1800s, Gale's Inlet became a well-known but unspoken secret among seafarers. The bay, protected by thick forests and rocky outcrops, provided an excellent place for pirates to lay low, repair their ships, and restock supplies. Local settlers, seeing an opportunity, began trading with these transient visitors, offering fresh crops, livestock, and raw materials in exchange for foreign goods, gold, and stores from distant lands. The town's name, Gale's Inlet, is said to come from Captain Elias Gale, a privateer turned smuggler who often visited the cove in the early 1700s. While the truth of his exploits is debated, legend has it that he buried a chest of Spanish silver somewhere in the cliffs before being captured off the coast in 1738. As piracy declined in the early 1800s, Gale's Inlet faced a choice: either fade into obscurity or transition into a legitimate trade town. Fortunately, its land was rich in resources. The rocky terrain of the surrounding hills contained valuable stone and ore, and the fertile soil made excellent farmland. Over the next few decades, mining and agriculture became the town's economic backbone. By the 1830s, the dirt road that ran through the settlement was lined with stone buildings built from the very quarries that the town had begun to profit from. The Gale's Inlet Mining Company was established in 1842, supplying high-quality ore and granite to growing mid-Atlantic cities. Meanwhile, local farmers cultivated wheat, corn, and tobacco, shipping their goods out via small trading vessels that still used the inlet's protective bay. Though the town had distanced itself from piracy, its past was hard to shake. Shipwrecks of old pirate ships still littered the sound's waters, and tales of hidden treasures linger. Every so often, someone would turn up a Spanish coin or a rusted cutlass by tilling their fields, keeping the pirates' legends alive. By the early 20th century, Gale's Inlet had fully transitioned from a smuggler's cove to a small but respected town known for its agriculture, mining, and maritime heritage. Though the port faded in importance with the rise of automobiles, the town remained a key supplier of quality stone and ore. Today, Gale's Inlet retains its rustic old-world charm. Some of the original stone buildings from the 1800s still stand, and the town's harbor, once used by pirates, now services fishing boats and tourism vessels. The local economy is still rooted in farming and mining, but historical tourism has become a significant draw. The annual Gale's Inlet Pirate Festival celebrates its seafaring past, and locals proudly display relics from its pirate days. Despite modern progress, whispers of treasure continue. Every now and then, a farmer uncovers a weathered coin, or a child playing near the cliffs finds an old musket ball, reminding everyone that the ghost of Gale's Inlet's past may never truly rest. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Lakeland Fields County. In this episode, we'll be shaping modern-day Gale's Inlet while honoring its rich history, preserving its past while guiding its growth through the centuries. Gale's Inlet is a blank slate now, but by the time we're finished, it will stand as a testament to its history and progress. From a pirate hideout to a thriving community, this town has always been shaped by the hands of those who built it, and today, that builder is us. So let's get to work. With our totally legitimate city plans in hand, we have a well-thought-out road system ready to take shape. A main arterial road cuts straight through the city, ensuring smooth traffic flow. Collector roads will help move people efficiently throughout the town, while dedicated industrial collectors will connect businesses to the highway, keeping commerce flowing to the mainland. In the downtown core, city use roads will primarily accommodate service vehicles, ensuring essential operations run smoothly. And finally, our residential roads will provide quiet, comfortable spaces for the people of Gale's Inlet to call home. Let's jump right in here. We're going to go ahead and lay out some of our roads. Do a regular 2-lane road for now. What I'd like to do, we'll turn on the contour lines. I'm going to follow each one of these slopes that come through, and then we'll probably end up connecting them all as we continue to work through. So let's see. Let's take this back a little bit. Back into a straight road. Went up a little bit further this time. And now we should. There we go. Get our beautiful connections. It's looking good. I don't like that too much. I wonder if I can move that back even just a little. Tiny push. Okay, what about flattening? Just there we go. That looks much better. To check our land because I think I'm going to end up having to terrace because it's obviously quite difficult terrain to work with. Now with any luck that should work just fine, but I guess we will see. Just to see how it looks, we might go a little off kilter here, just so I can. Yeah. I think I like that, to break it up just a little bit, to make it not seem so boxy. I like it a little less now, I have to admit. How does that look with the terraces? Not the greatest. So, what does that one do? Okay, yeah, I don't like that. But what if? When we come from the top of here, let's run our street back down. Is that looking better? Not really. Looks like I might have to rethink this whole part right here. Let's see if we can meet back up with everything. That looks less terrible, and I think I can deal with it. But that does likely mean it's going to be like that all the way down. Why do you do this to me? All right, I think we're gonna move it in here for this one, because this is not doing what I want it to do. It is a clearly straight enough road. We can come through and fix all this now. road layout itself is complete, but now I'm going to take Key Wall Road and pretty much go in the places I need to get the zoning to land properly like I want. I have my worries about doing this, but I want to provide additional access to the highway. But if everyone and their mama starts using it, one last neighborhood to try to fit in over here. Okay, and that looks like it is it for our road layout. We have all of our grids where we want them, all of the roads where we need them to be, and everything should be according to the city plan. Now we can move out of town and make our industrial collectors. Bring a couple of farms down in here, as well as over here. It's not too bad of an incline. And then slope gently, connect up to the highway. Get the industrial roads in place here. Now that our roads are laid out, we can begin zoning. Looking back at our plans, we can see how the city has evolved over the centuries. Emergency and city services have always been centralized downtown, ensuring quick access to the port and efficient use of the main roads for navigating the town. Commerce has steadily expanded over time, driven by the needs of the population. Meanwhile, as farming became more essential, the town's farms gradually moved further inland. With the rise of the automobile, transporting harvest north to the mainland became much easier, while still allowing local farms to support the town's needs. And of course, the Gale's Inlet Mining Company has only continued to thrive since its booming establishment in 1842, bringing more factories to the area and expanding operations. Keeping that in mind, I do want to place a number of these assets by hand so we have more control over the historical buildings and where they're located in the town. Find us some assets here. I know I'm looking for the inn and the buildings. We're going to use this church, inn, and restaurant to act as Captain Gale's Tavern. It was a historical inn built in the early 1800s, once a popular stop for smugglers. As you saw in the intro, what is going on here? Hello? That play? Nothing? What? Yeah, we want to bulldoze that building. We're going to try this again. Why are all the walls disappearing? Alright, what I'm going to do is save my game and we're going to reboot this and see if it works. I'll see you guys in just a minute. Alright, and we're back. Let's see if we've got our assets back working properly. I've rebooted my computer and everything, so let's see. Yay! No.
Oh, please! Please don't do this to me!
It did work. Wonder what the deal is with it. We're gonna place it. You just move it to kind of turn it here. I wonder what exactly is going on with this here. There it is. All right. Do quite like this building. There it is. Now we can choose move it to get them in place properly. I think I also want to place this EU commercial motel building as one of the original buildings in the town. Your company ad here. I also want to manually place some of the warehouses so we can have industry in the district at the port without having, hopefully, any pollution. We'll see. Great warehouse placement. Now I do want to get some city services in. Right now we only have medical facilities and I believe a graveyard. Yes, we will be using probably the smaller graveyard for this one. And I believe we're going to go with the Southwest Medical Clinic. Well, the police and fire station right in there. This can go here. And I want to move this to align it with the road. Back it off just a smidge. And smooth this mess out back here. Except not, so that's the thing. Now back for our graveyard. Plop that there. Now for zoning, I'm going to use a mixture of different low density housing to provide variation within our neighborhoods. our zoning almost complete, we will take some time to create our farms and our mining facilities that are a cornerstone of the community. Also, as you may have noticed in the previous episode, we did not bring power into the city. This is due to our coal mining facility. We'll be using a coal power plant to provide power to the area. That is way larger than I thought it was going to be. Should be alright. We'll move it out here. And then we can move it. Make it look a little better. Power provided, we can now move the water and the sewer into the city. And with that, we should have most everything in place, and I believe that we can finally, after we hit save, of course, we can hit the play button. Let's watch our city come to life. We've already got a couple of problems with pedestrian access. I seem to have forgotten to bring power. Oh, everybody should have power. Great news. While the simulation's been running, we have unlocked fire stations and police stations, so I would like to go ahead and get them placed. Whoa. Look at them go. We have let some time pass, and I've noticed a couple of issues so far. Our warehouses, they didn't make it, and I'm not sure if that's just because I placed level 5 ones. I do like how they have ruins, though. So we're going to get rid of these, and we're going to replace them with some level 1s and see if that helps us out some. looks like so far they're gonna stick around. I'm not sure though. I guess we'll to see. Now we need to fix a few of our pedestrian path issues. Shouldn't be too bad. So as I kind of want to line up the houses on the street anyway. I was kind of hoping to get some office demand, so we are going to zone a little bit of that as well. All right, and now we need a school as well. There's a small elementary school. What does the Southwestern look like? It looks like it might be quite large, and it is very large. Let's go with small. There we go. Whoa. Wow, that's massive. Just grab a small high school, maybe. Might actually have to take out one of these roads here. Is that a road? Oh, interesting. Now we also have parks unlocked, so we definitely need to put a few of those down. And while we do that, we're actually gonna go ahead and hit play again and let things happen. And we are gonna work on building some park areas. I have to admit, it's a pretty dreary day to be at this park. I was kind of hoping that tree was going to stay there. What gives is I am placing rocks right now, people. I will get to building homes shortly. I got a few more parks down. I completely abandoned my park stuff just to completely abandoned my park stuff just to put all those rocks along the bay. It was nice. I enjoyed it. My visit complete without at least a couple of dog parks. Alright, now, since everybody's screaming so much about it, let's get a few more houses down. I think the last thing we're gonna do is put a bunch of trees down. So I do love a good bunch of trees. And I feel like we lost most of our trees after putting everything down. Alright, now our trees are looking good, but I want to try one more thing. I want to build a small marina in here to actually service the small fishing vessels and tourism vessels that frequent the inlet. That looks absolutely fantastic. I wanted to try and find wood surfaces for the actual piers, being that these marina piers are as old as they are. However, nothing I have been able to find has been able to help. So if you know of anything, definitely feel free to put that in the comment section below. I would be glad to know how to turn these into wood surfaces and where all the little boats are. With that being said, I think we're all done here for today. Gale's Inlet was born in the hands of sailors, farmers, and miners, pioneers who carved their place in history. From dirt roads to steel and concrete, the city has evolved, driven by ambition and progress. But the future? That's in your hands. If you want to help shape what happens next, please subscribe to my OnlyFans and leave your mark on the city's history. Until next time, thank you so much for watching. Have a great time zone.